I mean, if you don't believe there's vegan hate, all you need to do is let's go browse the web, and there's crap like this right here. Debunking the vegan diet myth, putting some jacked meat eater influencer versus Moby, who's a vegan. Like, that's vegan hate right there, trying to shame Moby for not being jacked. But Moby is a musician. He is not a bodybuilder. He's not a health influencer or a fitness influencer. Hating on Moby, trying to say the reason why he's not jacked is because he's vegan. No, the reason he's not jacked is because he's not training to be jacked, as opposed to the meat influencer. He's been bodybuilding or weight training, resistance training for 3 or 4 decades, not years, decades, 30 plus years. Moby, 0 years. So this is an example of vegan hate. They're shaming Moby for his appearances and blaming it on his diet. They're not comparing apples to apples. Why are you comparing a techno musician with a meat influencer who's been bodybuilding for 30 years? You should compare bodybuilder to bodybuilder. Put Nimai Delgado up there. Nimai Delgado has an amazing jacked body, less body fat than this meat dude has too. More, just what was considered more perfect physiques. David Carter, David Carter's the guy who was in the NFL. I mean, there's so many people they could have picked. Brian Turner. Yeah, they could have showed Patrick Baboubian, right? Roku. Why didn't they show Patrick Baboubian? Why are they showing Moby? The video's even worse, but I don't even want to watch it anymore. It's just painful to see this thumbnail to try to, Moby, the only reason why he's so skinny is because he's vegan. No, it's because he's not a freaking bodybuilder. What's the thing? Like, no, you have to work out, and you have to do it consistently for a long time to get jacked. You just don't get jacked by sitting on the couch eating meat. You don't get jacked just by producing music in a studio. So stupid. So stupid. So pains me how people are just so deceitful, so obviously deceptive. I could look at this thumbnail and go, really, if you're vegan, you're gonna make really cool music? Cool, I wanna be vegan, but no, eat meat, sit on the couch, don't do anything, you'll get jacked. And if you're vegan, despite training for decades, like say Nimai Delgado, you'll look like Moby. It's not criticism, John, this is hate. This is they're trying to say Moby has this horrible appearance and it's because he's vegan. If Moby were to eat meat, he'd look like the guy who has been weight training for 3 decades. This is hate right there. And it's deceptive as well. It's a lie. This is a complete lie, John and Herkel. This is a complete lie to put this comparison here. Why didn't they put Nimai Delgado, who has a better physique than the meat dude? Why Moby for? He's not a bodybuilder. The reason why he's not jacked is only because of his diet, despite him bodybuilding like for decades. No, he doesn't give a crap. Most people don't want to look like a bodybuilder. For a lot of people, they think it's a ridiculous look and a waste of time, and for some people they love doing that. And cool, everyone should be able to pursue whatever they want to do. And if Moby wants to be a techno musician and work hard at that, good for him. It's his free choice in this world. Musicians don't need to be jacked. Most musicians don't look anything like a jacked person. Now there's some mobs, but that's not a requirement to be a good musician. You compare musician to musician, jacked meat eater to jacked vegan if you want. If you want to, those are even stupid comparisons anyway to make. But to this one is just completely, are you just completely stupid, or are you just trying to make some kind of sensationalistic thumbnail that's gonna capture the minds or the attention of just would-be like guys that want to think they're macho or something like that? And you have to do it by shaming Moby at the same time, who's a completely nice, 100% decent person. I'm sure a billion times more decent than high-intensity health. I can tell you're being deceitful in line here. Okay, Vienna, you're saying this is a criticism. Please explain to me how this is a criticism. Be very clear here. What is the criticism? State it as clearly as possible. What is the criticism here of Moby? Tell me. I'm just talking about this thumbnail. I'm not even talking about the shitty content of the video. I'm just talking about this deceptive thumbnail. How is this the criticism of veganism? Explain it to me, because I don't see it. Yeah, I could have put Keith Richards up there, right? Moby versus Keith Richards, right? So explain to me how this is a valid, sincere, honest form of vegan criticism. Yeah, VLAM, they're being intellectually dishonest at the least. They willfully misguide their audience because there's a market for vegan hate. Exactly. This caters to the pre-existing demand and market for vegan hate. It's what an opinion of what? What is the, okay, tell me what the opinion is here, comparing a bodybuilder of 3 or 4 decades to a techno musician, and how this relates to veganism, because I don't see it. So be very clear, VL. Now you're on thin ice here, you're not answering my question. How is this a criticism of veganism, comparing a techno musician to a bodybuilder and saying the difference is diet? How is that an opinion? Because it's not. So we're going to wait for you one more time, VL, now to answer how this is a criticism of veganism. Yeah, Hercule even gets it. Yeah, Moby's been a shrimp since forever. The 90s, yeah, it's just genetic. It's not even genetic, it's not his pursuit. If Moby's been bodybuilding since the 90s, he'd probably look a lot different now in 2023, right? You know? So I gave you every opportunity to come back and tell me how this is valid criticism of veganism. What does this have to do with veganism? What does the fact that a 50-something techno musician doesn't bodybuild have anything to do with veganism being unhealthy? Because that's what the title is, Debunking the Vegan Diet Myths, Side Effects Exposed. So the side effect of being vegan is you have no muscle. And the only cause, the primary difference between their physiques is a vegan diet. So disingenuous, so deceitful, doesn't have an ounce of truth anywhere in it. Nothing. Complete crap. AJ will cuddle with Moby. Yeah, see, here's the thing, it's this myth that like all people are attracted to jacked bodies. Yeah, Graven points out, let's look at Moby here. Look at him. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Moby up there in the top right. Let's look at him. Most men that are Moby's age, as Graven rightfully points it out, look pregnant. Those beer belly men also love bacon. So what's the point? So it's okay to be overweight, because remember, your average adult male, Moby's age, again, here's Moby, top right in the vegan. Most adult males are overweight or obese. That's average. So you're saying it's somehow wrong for him to not be overweight or obese? That somehow is a sign of weakness and it has to do with being vegan. See, these arguments are all just so disingenuous and they're just shaming. They're appearance shaming. Veganism has nothing to do with appearances. Again, let's look at the definition of veganism rather than this stupid thumbnail. 1 second. Let's look at the definition again. This doesn't say anything that you'll get jacked when you go vegan or anything like that. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. But all you stupid meat eaters have to make it about appearances. That's all you guys do. You just look at people. Oh, this person looks better than that person. Oh, the meat eater looks better, therefore veganism debunked. No, this has nothing to do with appearances. It's about being against animal cruelty and exploitation and doing something about it, meaning not consuming animal products. But you guys have nothing other than, oh, this guy's more jacked than the other guy, so therefore our diet is better.